1915, 1.5 million. These numbers are etched in the hearts and minds of every Armenian because they invoke memories of the unimaginable horror and suffering of an entire nation. In the words of Pope Francis, the Armenian genocide was the first of the deplorable series of catastrophes of the past century, made possible by the twisted racial, ideological, or religious aims that darken the minds of the tormentors, even to the point of planning the annihilation of entire peoples. Unfortunately, these events and this mindset are not confined to the 20th century. Today, the same twisted forces are wreaking havoc in the Middle East, causing an unspeakable amount of misery to millions of people. As we have witnessed time and time again, if such actions are not exposed and thwarted, and the perpetrators are not brought to justice, history will repeat itself. That is why this demand for justice, the demand for the Armenian genocide to be recognized, is not just relevant to Armenians, but the entire world. As we stand here commemorating the 102nd anniversary of the Armenian genocide, the Turkish government continues to steadfastly deny it ever happened, despite overwhelming evidence of its occurrence. In fact, just yesterday, there was evidence uncovered in Jerusalem proving the occurrence of the Armenian genocide. Just yesterday. So despite all of this, and despite acceptance from the international community, the closest that Turkish leaders have ever come to recognizing the Armenian genocide is by making token statements about the so-called common pain and suffering of all Ottoman subjects during those years. These meek attempts are nothing more than failed tactics of deflection and diversion from the glaring truth. If the ultimate goal of such policies is the hope that we will eventually get tired or give up, then our presence here and all across the globe should be a clear message to the Turkish government that no passage of time or generational change will ever shake our resolve or deter us from pursuing our demand of justice. Fortunately, not every Turkish citizen is being blinded by its government's false propaganda. Today, the term Armenian genocide is no longer taboo in Turkey, and there are a growing number of intellectuals who are finding the courage within them to come forth and speak and recognize the Armenian genocide. We salute these brave men and women, and we hope that the day comes when thousands of other Turkish citizens who are ready to unburden themselves of the moral responsibility of the crimes perpetrated by their Ottoman ancestors and create the necessary push from the bottom up, as the late Hrant Dink believed, to force their government to change its policy, to change its official policy of denial. On behalf of the Armenian Council of America, I would like to thank all the members of Congress and other officials for not only standing with us side by side in our quest for recognition and justice, but also for their efforts in ensuring that Armenia and Artsakh continue to receive the necessary support from the U.S. government as they face relentless blockade by the Azerbaijan and Turkish governments. I would like to conclude with a quote from 19th century clergyman Theodore Parker. This quote was made famous by Martin Luther King Jr. "The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice." Thank you.